It's your girl, Javy. I gotta be careful on that one. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, 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 A, Gemini, Gemini, A, Gemini, O, Gemini. Welcome to your shadow season, Gemini. Your opposite season, Sagittarius. I feel like it's really about to be lit for you guys, so wing it, go for it. That is the general vibe of this season. Everybody gets to wing it but Sagittarius. Everybody gets to wing it but your shadow. And that may be you. That may be something that's in your shadow. Everybody gets to do it but me. Everybody gets to go the easy route, or why do I have to overthink, or why do I have to be this smart, or why do I have to know all these things, blah, blah, blah. The weight of knowing, the responsibility of knowing, the responsibility of being the intellectual, the responsibility of being the smartest, most cultured, glamorous, and just witty one in the room, able to just like walk into any freaking group, any like type of people, and just like vibe. And you, I feel like, get to experience a different side of that. It's a different kind of networking, a different kind of exploration, a different kind of fun. But what I do know is that Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Check your sun, moon, and rising. They're rolling out as they roll out. For daily readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. I don't know why I've been holding on to this little oregano leaf. Ooh, look, the devil reversed for you guys. Freedom. What'd I say? Freedom. Did I say my website, justjeverything.com? Either way, wing it, because you get to be free and you get to move forward. Victory over some serious restrictions in the realm of your mind and in the realm of your willpower. And now you get to throw caution to the wind. A deeper understanding. I don't want to keep this, but the Knight of Cups came out, so I do feel like there is this like moving forward, but it's like victory over maybe some sort of like romanticized version of something. Love offers coming in on November 24th. Mercury, your ruling planet, Gemini, is going to be going into Sagittarius, and you are going to be all over the place. I feel like it's going to really expand your social capacity, and that's going to put you in the position of, King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Like, you need to figure out the difference between knights and kings. Who are you trying to entertain, regardless of how you identify? Gender is a fucking illusion. It's important for you to figure out, are you enjoying entertaining knights, or are you ready to entertain a king, a queen? Are you or how are you ready to show up? Are you enjoying, or are you needing to step down from showing up at a kingly level? And do you need to like take on less responsibility, have more fun, be more emotionally free? Either way, emotional maturity, receptivity, love, emotionality, spirituality, all that stuff's coming up. I'm not through with the notes though, so I'm not taking that. On December 4th, we have the new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius that's going to be in your shadow. And I do feel like something very much so gets brought to light, so it can be like it's like a windshield wiper. It just like, bam, takes something out, brings in so much clarity, so much hindsight, and heavy, heavy understanding. There's so much pride and ego that gets and like blindfolds getting like ripped away. And I do feel like it's like the windshield wiper gets the windshield gets clearer. On December 13th, Mars is going to be moving into Sagittarius, and I feel like this is going to light a particular fire in you that you need to make sure you know how to temper your fire. When to like turn the lantern up, turn the fuel up, and when to like turn it down. you're going to have to really figure that out and use your own discretion, because I do feel like this is going to ramp up your sexual energy, your physical energy, your drive, your ambition. It's a great time to pursue things. It's a great time to pursue deeper learning. It's a great time to take on a new hobby, a new, like, obsess about like something new. Dive yourself into something, and let it be really productive. That same day, your ruling planet leaves Sagittarius and goes into Capricorn, and your thoughts become this, like, just garden full of wildflowers is what I just saw. And there's just so many ideas and aspects of yourself that you get to, like, ground into, that you get to root, just like rooted and grounded, rooted and grounded, rooted and grounded. And I do feel like there are ideas that you've been throwing around in your head for a long time that it's time to act on. And this will be the time to do it. Gemini. The next day, on the 18th, there is the full moon in your sign. And like I said, the windshield gets wiped clean. The slate gets wiped clean. There is just this so much clearer, more concise understanding, empathetic, softer version of you that I feel like gets to come out on the other side of this. Or you have the opportunity to just really, like, regress and cling to the same paradigm, the same way of thinking, way of feeling, way of being, that you can stay there if you want to, but you don't have to. And that's really up to you. On December 19th, Venus will be retrograding in Capricorn. And that is going to bring in a deep, deep period of reflection for all of us in regards to what are our definitions of love, success, art, artistry within us, our connection to our art, the way our expression, our legacy, what's going on with how you really feel about that. It's going to be, there's a lot of stability that's going to be brought in, a lot of things that you've got to figure out, are they long-term or not, and what do you really want what you said you've wanted. That same day, December 19th, Chiron goes direct in Aries. And so you're having to start to put all of these lessons that you've learned from, like, childhood stuff that's been coming up from the past, healing, like self-soothing, the ways that you self-medicate, the ways that you stitch yourself up, the way that you heal your wounds, your defense mechanisms, all of those things are really, you've gained new perspective about your habits in regards to those things. So now those habits, those lessons are being merged or permeated, like it feels like osmosis. It's like the lessons and your behaviors are merging. And so you're really getting this updated version of what you believe in, of what you want to attract into you. So I do feel like it is going to be a very cerebral time in it, but it's like a new state of thought, whole new, like, it feels like a whole new system to upload, or is being uploaded within you. So Gemini, light it if you got it. Hydrate, please. It's a fire season. Hydrate always. I've seen the Fool like 3 times. So I do feel like you are needing to wing it, are needing to really, like, take those risks. Take a deep breath. Empty your lungs, Gemini. Take a deep breath. Because we're asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2021, baby. The Ace of Wands. What I see. This is an influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy coming in. And to be clarified on the Selenite throne, first thing out is, how do you receive? With whatever you're holding on to, with whatever you're currently, holding on to, can you accept this? Do you have room for this? Do you have room for this new relationship, this new connection, this new influx of passion, of life force, of sexual energy? There may be someone that's here for a good time, maybe a long time too. That's really like up to your discernment. There could be great sexual connections. It's a great time to start something. You will be divinely supported. Opportunities coming your way, new relationships coming your way, maybe somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements coming your way. And it feels warm. It feels fertile for some of you. If you want to get pregnant, that is something that I feel like could be coming up. If you want to just get laid, that's the thing that I feel like that's going to come up. You can do that, but you can also you can also harness this sexual energy, aka life force, into starting a business, into building new relationships, getting more comfortable with intimacy, getting more comfortable with your spirit, getting more comfortable with harnessing your passion, pursuing, taking new ideas, collaborating. All right, off to a great start. If you're looking for a sign, fucking go for it. Go for it, Gemini. The Chariot and then the Page of Pentacles came out. So Sagittarius season is like starting you off with a bang. It's like you're being released back into the wild, it feels like. And some of you are really getting over maybe some period of integration, some period of shadow work. Maybe getting over somebody with some fuckboy tendencies. Getting over somebody still with maybe Gemini, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. Some of you are having victory in business. Some of you are, this is like, getting in motion. Some of you are really like moving. There could be maybe a new car that comes in, fixing something on your car. If you know something needs to be fixed on your car, do it. I feel like the money comes in that you need to do it, but I also feel like there's victory in whatever seeds that you're needing to plant. If there's like some new business or some new project or some new position that you're wanting to start, now is this Sagittarius is the season to start it. Get started now. Get started as soon as possible. And it's like I feel like you will have the victory that you want as long as you are as studious and consistent as your spirit is telling you to be. You wouldn't be self-conscious about pursuing this new thing or marketing yourself or putting yourself out there if you have studied to, like expert level. Make sure that you really like know your shit before you start advertising like any kind of a service. Make sure you pay your dues. Like you gotta learn how to crawl before you walk. You will have in the crawling looks like finding the balance between these light and dark sphinxes, like finding the balance between the light and dark sides of yourself. There may be somebody with Cancer placements coming in that I feel like it's great to start a business or collaborate in some way with. Page of Pentacles, it feels like it's time to reinvent yourself in a very like humble way. Yeah, so that you get to like start turning your back. Some of you are turning your back on like fuckboy energy. And I think that's why that Knight of Cups came out, because it's like some of you, I think, just because you're getting a lot of attention doesn't mean it's attention that you need to be like impressed by, or attention that needs to impact your validation, your source of validation. The attention doesn't need to be a source of validation, and I know that may like trigger some of you, but like I do feel like it's time to like focus on the things that you have set in motion. Focus on being more consistent. It's time to merge your passions with your practicality, with consistency. What do you need to study more? What skills, what talents is it time to develop? There's good news, good messages coming in. I feel like there may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements coming in, or someone, good messages about something that you are initiating or that you are in like still like the beginning sort of phases with. Final card, final message. There's a lot of yellow here. So I feel like Sagittarius season, like I said, it's like wing it, go for it, get in motion, start planting those seeds. Make sure that you ain't just slinging your seed out here. You know who you are. Um, um, fertility is also a thing. So be safe either way, regardless of what you're working with. And this is about getting in motion. This is about getting in motion. Sagittarius season is coming to light that ass up so that you can really start to move forward in a very humbled, excited, but like real, like grounded way. This feels center of the reading is Page of Pentacles. What did I say? Rooted and grounded. It's time to get really like rooted and grounded. Some of you I feel like are leaning more into like your divination or diving into learning more about esoteric knowledge. Maybe tarot, Reiki, massage, things of that nature. And it's like study before you go putting all your, and also learn from other people's experiences. Talk to people who are doing what you're doing and really like pick their brain. Some of you, I just heard mentorship, internship. So there could be some sort of opportunity for you to really like learn something new, and you're really going to have to harness your willpower and turn your back on some maybe immature or childish behaviors so that you can really start focusing on the things that you are ready to set in motion now, so that you can get out of survival mode. You can turn your back on maybe some issues with a broken heart, issues with anger, issues within your, you know, your sexuality, being able to harness your sexual energy and this influx of physical and spiritual and sexual energy that's coming in from the divine. You get to harness it into manifesting and materializing your brand new beginning. All right, final card, final message for Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2021. Some of you are thinking about moving, and you need to really like weigh your options. I do feel like moving or like shifting would be good. There may be some, I just heard old flame. There may be an old flame coming back around or coming to visit or something of that nature. And I also heard settle the score. So there's something about like settling the score or like finalizing something, turning your back on something so that you can move forward. 3 of Wands to final card out being the 4 of Wands. That's the 7 of Wands. You need to get yourself out of defense mode. And I feel like you guys are 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yes, there is this stability that's coming in. Look, and we'll look at it in the plunge, patreon.com/justjeverything. You start Sagittarius season with, I just heard some of you are saging. Don't use sage. Use rosemary to cleanse. Just trust me, unless you have been initiated in some indigenous tribe, you are not supposed to be using sage. So go buy some rosemary, dry some rosemary out, something of that nature, make a bundle, cleanse with rosemary. Either way, you start out Sagittarius season with the divine, that white, that purity, pure light, inspiration, pure sexual energy, real connection with someone, maybe connection with someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Cancer placements. There is maybe, I feel like, forward progress or good opportunities, good news coming in about a mother, about a maternal figure, about something that you're trying to initiate or start, or some sort of a move. But I feel like look at it, but after this, it's like that the divine sparks this fire within you. It feels like ignition, being like lit aflame. It sparks this fire within you. It's like whoosh. This comes in, and then all of a sudden your solar plexus chakra is lit the fuck up. You are just, your willpower, it has you in motion, and you are making bigger strides than you think. Victory over your obstacles. You really are moving forward, and that moving forward looks like you planting new seeds, you reinventing yourself in some new way. There may be some movement forward with a child, or success or victory with a child. Maybe a serious child is really making progress in some sort of way. But either way, you are reinventing yourself, really like getting consistent let yourself study whatever it is that you need to study. Let yourself do all of the mature, important things that you need to do so that you can flow. This is like a step-by-step instruction. You start planting your seeds, figure out shit's getting real. In Sagittarius season, shit gets real, and you need to figure out what you want. You need to really start, and not only figure out what you want, but your actions need to start reflecting your trajectory, what you actually have in mind. And some of you want to get married. Some of you want to have fun. Some of you want a more stable relationship. Venus is in Capricorn. It's going to be there until March. It retrogrades there. Lots of things are coming to light. Lots of truths are coming to light. And I feel like what is happening is that the seeds that you're planting, Gemini, the seeds that you're going to be planting are in regards to stabilizing passion, having consistent passion, having a consistent relationship with your spirit, having a consistent relationship with creativity, with maybe a fire sign, with maybe like a new household, maybe a move, maybe someone gets set up or something gets more stable. I feel like you are moving towards like more traveling. There's more fun. There's excitement. There's for some of you, this is going to a wedding. Some of you, you're maybe planning a wedding, a destination wedding, I feel like would be good. Traveling in general is going to be good. I feel like ultimately what's happening with this Three of Wands and then the Four of Wands is you're learning how to get over being so fucking defensive. You're really learning how to stand up for like your passion, your right to have a life, your right to have love, your right to love multiple people, your right to be loved by multiple people, your right to do whatever the fuck you want to do when you want to do it. Mars is going to be across from you in your shadow, fueling you, giving you the motherfucking audacity to have your cake and eat it too, the audacity to do what you want, the audacity to live from your heart, to not have to say sorry for wanting to. I don't know who this is for, but it's just like the divine wants to give you the audacity. That's what I'm gonna name the video. You get to have the motherfucking audacity to have the life that you want, to be happy, consistently happy. Because you now know that you've got to tend to your inner child, you've got to tend to that other twin, you've got to be real honest, and if you can't be 100% like honest, brutal truth with your partner, with your children, with your lover, with whoever, it's just like, what is the point? If I gotta lie, about who I am, if I gotta like try to like get you to like, if I gotta mold into your body, it's not gonna do it. You are air. You are mutable air. You will mutate your motherfucking way out of that. You will. And you're going to need to go towards what really feels like consistent passion and transparency. But it starts with you being empathetic and you taking this magic wand of manifestation and daring to have the motherfucking audacity to be happy, bitch. I love you. I only call you bitches because I don't know your names individually. Invest in you. Invest in the fact that you have created a well-oiled machine. Things are going well. You got this. Let's get into it. Gemini, let's get into it. I'm calling the video The Audacity because like I said, you get lit up and then whoosh. This is the mutable fire to your mutable air. And when air and fire meet, what happens when you blow into a fire? And so I do feel like you finally find some very distinct direction for this fire. And for this fuel and for your life and where you're going. And you finally get to really you get to start Sagittarius season oh so invigorated, oh so rejuvenated, lit up. And you really get to end Sagittarius season really standing up, like fighting for your right to party, fighting for your right to be happy. So I want to start by clarifying the Ace of Wands. Someone else got the Chariot. I feel like it was Aries or Taurus got the Chariot. But either way, there may be somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Cancer placements. that is really coming in and lighting up your life in some way, inspiring you to reinvent yourself in some way, inspiring you to invest in some way. Either way, whatever it is you want to invest or whatever it is you want to initiate, it will be divinely supported. You will have the energy to pursue it. This feels like success. Please clarify the Ace of Wands for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For some of you, this is a new relationship. For some of you, this is a new, like, someone you want to hook up with, or really, like, yeah, I'm telling you, look at you leveling up. You get the motherfucking audacity to be as savage as you want to be, to say what you need to say, to establish the boundaries that you need to establish, because things are coming to light. Success, warmth, fun. Maybe somebody with Leo placements, definitely somebody with Leo placements is coming in, and I feel like making you feel like a kid again, giving you what you want, the sun and the stars. So there is a lot of divine, like celestial alignment coming in. The people with fire sign placements, I feel like, are really divinely orchestrated to be in your life right now for a very specific reason, and they're supposed to really help you overcome your insecurities, so you can really start to see that you've had it since you were a kid. There may be some sort of business or something that you want to start, some sort of project, or something that requires an uprising of your confidence. You're overcoming insecurity, overcoming fear since you were a kid, overcoming harsh words that have been spoken to you that have told you that you couldn't have it or you weren't good enough. And you're getting to the point where you're really trusting in your originality and your ability to lead, your ability to inspire other people. And you've had this gift since you were a kid. Some of you, I feel like there is something about children coming in, something coming to light, victory in regards to children, victory over maybe an old spouse or someone that's been controlling. I feel like you get your wish. And when you get your wish, you need to let yourself be you need to surrender to divine timing. Let yourself be more divinely guided, because you're being divinely guided to exactly what you want. And it looks like you're really harnessing your willpower, being determined to succeed, and you're needing to really focus your intent to rise above the bullshit, rise above the temptation to be mean, to be sharp, to be petty, to let someone boss you around or control you. You're really being handed the truth and the power to be a new authority in your life. You are your moral compass. You can be your own boss. You can really have a different influence on your child's life. You can be a positive influence. You don't have to be a controlling force. You can really use your power to let nothing distract you or turn you away. So you're going to really have to get humble in some way. The divine's going to be humbling you in some way so that you can sustain this effort, and the sustained effort, all this yellow, ends in happiness. Please clarify the Chariot. You're really establishing a new identity, knowing who you are and what you're capable of, and feeling so much more self-confident than you were. That's what this is about. It's ultimately about confidence. You got the wit, you got the intellect. Now it's you needed the confidence. You needed the motherfucking audacity, and you get it. So have faith in yourself. And look out for your interests for once. Really mastering your emotions, curbing your impulses, getting a hold of your power, assuming the reins of your power and your impulses. Wow, the Magician reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. I'm telling you, I feel like you guys are overcoming the period of time where you didn't trust yourself. You've got something special, and something that you need to communicate, something that you need to say, something that you should offer the world, that you should use your willpower to harness. And you don't need to give all your magic away to love to these somebody's dusty ass son or dusty ass daughter. You know what I mean? It's you've learned your lessons from doing this, and it's now you're not a groupie and you're keeping it moving. Page of Pentacles. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles For Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. And I feel like some of you are finally done with your bullshit, ain't shit ways. I love you. I can call you out. Some of y'all been fucking around, been a player. And you're not, yeah, there's been, maybe you've been creating an illusion or lying, and you know that it's been like taking up too much time. I feel like, or other people have been doing this to you. And you're really like done sacrificing your success and your intuition for people that you knew better. It's like you're done ignoring your intuition. Now you're ready to put your energy into yourself and turn your back on the immature, old, outdated version of yourself. Shit's getting real. In Sagittarius season, shit is getting real, and you are ready to move forward. And the way you move forward is by turning your back on the childish, immature ways, the people that you know you're playing games with or are playing games with you. Stop. You already know. Don't perpetuate the drama. You're siphoning and wasting your life force when you could be spending time recovering and getting off the fence about what you're going to do with your opportunity to leave this, a mark on the world. Please clarify the Three of Wands. And not even just a mark on the world. It's just like, what do you want to do with your energy? How do you want to spend your days? I know I make everything real grandiose, but please clarify the Three of Wands for Gemini. Yeah, turning your back. What did I say? Turning your back on indecision. Being done with that because there's too much of yourself that's been on the back burner. You've been really relying on your defenses, relying on your wit, relying on logic, and it's just perpetuating pain. Some of you have been leading with your logic and really like leading with wit and haha, kiki, funny, because you were really hurt. And I do feel like some of you have been keeping yourself in a situation because you don't want to hurt somebody, but you already know that's not how you're going to grow. That's not how you're going to expand. That's not how you're going to learn. So you've got to really start falling back in love with yourself. Being willing to look at it, to see everything for what it is so that you can step into this new joyous foundation that wants to come in. Look at that. That looks like fun. Don't you want that? Please clarify the Four of Wands. Actually, I'm going to leave it on top. Please clarify the Four of Wands for Gemini. Sun and rising. Sagittarius season 2021. Ooh. The Knight of... I saw it. The Knight of Wands. I saw it while it was like reversing. So I feel like you're moving forward into... There's definitely someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements in. You may need to get your sexual impulses under control. Some of you are really like falling in love, really ready to take your relationship to the next level, or maybe you're being pressured to do so, and you need to figure out what you want to do, because dare you have the audacity to have what you want. Some of you, it's like, don't revert, don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Tell the truth, shame the damn devil. Allow yourself to really... That's not what that was for. But it's like, allow yourself to really go towards connection, towards intimacy. Yes, the double reversed, freedom. There may be some freedom with someone with Capricorn or Aquarius placements. I do feel like, yeah, the blindfold is coming off. And you're really done with the fight. And you're ready to start, you have freedom from something. You are overcoming some sort of temptation or addiction or obstacle or restriction that had no business holding you back, having a hold on you. And the sirens are sounding, the alarms are ringing. Ring the motherfucking alarm so that you can grab a hold of this new beginning and get busy getting happy. I love you. You got this.